Hey there! Today is September the 7th, 2019. This is Larry Richardson, and welcome to another edition of Common Sense News. Today's news topic is the fake news claim about President Trump is fake news. Here's what happened, folks. Back earlier this week, a Drudge Report posted an article that said President Trump was spewing out lies again and giving fake news to the nation by holding up a chart where he had kind of made a little bubble on the end of a probability cone for Hurricane Dorian, and then he, over the airways, and publicly claimed that Alabama was in danger of possibly getting tropical storm force effects from Hurricane Dorian. Somebody took the fact that he had drawn this little line in Sharpie black pen instead of it being part of the chart that had been provided to him. Somebody took that and his words about Alabama being in that possible cone of danger and started spewing that he was lying again and he was just trying to be dramatic, and the whole deal about if you hate Trump, you're going to find something that he does and you're going to find fault with it. Well, come to find out, oh, by the way, the Birmingham office of the National Weather Service, they even supported this Trump is lying story by saying Alabama wasn't in any danger. Wasn't any possibility Alabama was going to get tropical storm effects from Hurricane Dorian. It was too far away. But here's the truth about the matter. Common sense. Let's look at this. First of all, the NOAA, National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, part of the Department of Commerce of the United States government, gave President Trump briefings on the conditions of the hurricane and everything on a daily basis for a few days there. And for 2, 3, maybe 4 days in a row, those briefings included the possibility that the hurricane could go over Florida and have tropical storm strength when it reached the part of Alabama that goes down nearby Mobile, where it goes close to the coast of the Gulf of Mexico. So President Trump, when he got his chart and he was making an appeal to the people of the United States, especially southeastern United States, to pay attention to Dorian so they would be safe, because guess what? He actually cares about the people. When he was making his statement, he added that little cone on the end of the cone that was on the prepared chart, and he mentioned Alabama in his speech or in his warning, because that is the information he had been given in his briefings for several days, 3 days at least. But when he did that and he added the little line in pen, somebody started spewing, oh, the president's lying to the people again. He's making his own cones. The weather department didn't even give him, and he's telling lies about where Dorian's going to go and what it's going to do. And then the Birmingham office of the National Weather Service, which is part of NOAA, backed up that fake news claim and said that Alabama wasn't ever in consideration for being part of danger from Hurricane Dorian, even though the briefings of its headquarters and NOAA briefings said it was. Now, Friday night, last night, somebody who remained quiet, would not identify themselves, is the one who notified the AP, the news media, about the briefings that had been given to the president, and that Alabama was included. But guess what? NOAA employees have been ordered to be quiet about the whole incident. That's why the person that leaked the information Friday night was unidentified. Let's look at this whole story in common sense and logic for a moment. Common sense tells me that the deep state is so embedded in every aspect of our government, even the weather department, the NOAA, the National Weather Service, even those guys have deep state operatives who hate the president and will take every opportunity to make him look bad, like the people in the Birmingham office down there. And the news media that made the original claim that the president was lying and sending out false information, for whatever purpose, I don't know. But we know they hate the president and will take any opportunity to change the facts and to put out a story to make him look bad. They definitely won't check the facts. Now, if they had bothered to check the facts, they probably could have found out that the briefings the president received included Alabama in those briefings. So here's the takeaway, folks. No matter what news you read, positive or negative about what's going on, about anyone, check it out. Find the source. Find out what's going on with that news report. Was it vetted before it was put out to where you could see it? Because I tell you, we live in a time when lies have more power and more influence than the truth does. So we need to be careful. Hey, don't forget, stabs sound the alarm brigade. That deep state I mentioned earlier, man, President Obama put in so many deep state Islamic operatives within all of these departments throughout the government in the United States. There's no telling what those fellows are doing down there, or those gals are doing, to subvert and to knock the pinning out from under our Western civilization. Help us get this stopped and stop the overtake or the overthrow of our way of life by Sharia. Join STAB, Sound the Alarm Brigade, www.ourstab.com. If you can, have a great day.